Greetings, fellow carbon-based bipeds. I am Scott Rose, and you are watching Explosions and Stuff. Today, I'll be reviewing the 1986 film Never Too Young to Die, starring John Stamos, Vanity, and Gene Simmons. An overview of the movie? Lance Stargrove is your typical high school gymnast at your typical American boarding school. His father, however, is a secret government agent who is killed in the line of duty by hermaphrodite terrorist Velvet Von Ragnar. Against his will, Stargrove teams up with his father's former partner to find out just what Ragnar is up to and what evil he plans on committing. The pros of this movie? Well, first of all, the blood squibs in this movie just looked fantastic. I mean, this movie was made before CGI was really popular in films. So they had to use practical blood squibs. And they did. And they looked fantastic. Whoever was in charge of the blood squibs in this movie did a fantastic job. I absolutely loved them. Moving on. The soundtrack of this movie really fit the tone of the movie. It fit every scene that there was music. It was always fitting. In the little lighthearted, playful little bits, there was lighthearted and playful music. In the heavy, dirty, hard-hitting scenes, there was like heavy, dirty rock and stuff. Granted, the music was a product of its time, so it felt very 80s. But this movie was a product of its time. This movie felt very 80s. So the music was perfect for the movie. It was fantastic. My favorite thing about this movie, though, would have to be Gene Simmons in his role as Ragnar. I mean, you could tell he was just having a ball with this. He was having so much fun playing the sadistic, evil character. It was just fantastic. I loved him. It's kind of scary when the best actor in the movie isn't an actor, but is a musician. He was just fantastic and over the top, and he just chewed on the scenery. It was just that kind of cheesy, over the top, and it was fantastic. It added a lot to the movie. He was the most entertaining character in this movie. I actually wanted him to win, and he was the bad guy. The cons of this movie? Well, to kind of piggyback on the last pro, a lot of the acting in this movie was really stiff. I mean, let's be honest, the majority of people in this movie were either overacting like crazy or they were phoning it in and just, okay, going through the motions. Oh, I'm so scared. Someone's got a gun to my head. What will I do? Oh no, help me, please. I must avenge my father's death. You know, a lot of these people were just going through the motions, collecting a paycheck, and it's obvious. But at the same time, a lot of them were overacting like crazy. Biggest overactor, aside from Gene Simmons, because his was just awesome, was Vanity. She was just trying way too hard to be this badass secret agent, and it was obvious that it was acting. It was obvious that it wasn't real. It didn't fit her. And I get it. You want to have a strong female lead. That's fine. But get somebody who can act. Seriously. Get someone who's actually right for the role. Not Vanity, who's a protege of Prince. She's a singer. She's built her career on being able to sing well and being hot. She's attractive. That's her entire career. Get someone who can actually act to play this character. Please. Moving on. But not really. Vanity and John Stamos were supposed to be love interests. Their characters were supposed to fall in love with each other and just love each other and be a lovey-dovey and all that. But their scenes were some of the most awkward and uncomfortable to watch in the movie. They had next to no chemistry. It was either her trying to be an over-the-top badass and sucking at that, or him being an over-the-top badass and just his character not being a badass, and her being a damsel in distress, or just awkward seduction and awkward lovemaking. I mean, Vanity's character is sitting there trying to seduce John Stamos. Like, she's putting suntan lotion on herself, she's wearing a bikini, and then she takes off the bikini top and is squirting herself with a hose. And John Stamos is sitting there watching her, and he's sitting there eating fruit. Like that's somehow going to calm him down. Oh, she's getting half naked. Let me eat this apple. Way to go. And at one point, they're sitting there playing this. Oh, he's looking at me. Better look away. Oh, she's looking at me. Better look away. But we're still trying to look each other. We're still trying to look at each other and see each other. But when they see us, look away so we don't get caught. And it just looked awkward and uncomfortable, and it was horrible to watch. Also, the biggest issue with this movie is that it really felt like two different movies just mashed together to make one. Let's be honest. You've got your all-American hero, John Stamos, going to your typical American boarding school. He's a gymnastics guy. And then you've got Ragnar's crew of criminals, and they look like they're going to a Mad Max Comic-Con or something. It looks like they're doing a Mad Max cosplay. It just looked weird. Like the opening scene is Ragnar's crew in this little amphitheater. It makes you think that this is a post-apocalyptic future movie. The way he's handling it, the way everybody's dressed, and the way all his minions are acting. And then it cuts to the boarding school, and you see John Stamos flipping on a trampoline to his own frickin' theme song. Like his own personal theme song. These are two different movies. What the hell? Make them fit better, or just make the characters better. The best action scene of the movie? That would have to be kind of about halfway through the movie. Vanity's driving down the road in her Corvette, and then you got John Stamos coming up behind him on some sort of crotch rocket or some nonsense. And then you got two guys from Ragnar's crew coming up on dirt bikes trying to attack and kill everybody. Well, Vanity takes her frickin' Corvette and goes full Griswold. If you don't know what that means, that's when you take your car and you drive under the trailer of an 18-wheeler, and you just stay there. And that was fantastic. It was exciting. And I was like, is she really gonna do it? Holy crap, she did it! And that action scene, that chase scene, was just fantastic. Easily the best one in the movie. My overall thoughts? This isn't a good movie. Unless Gene Simmons is on screen, it's not even an entertaining movie. It's just so strange and bizarre that I couldn't take my eyes off it, though. So I'm going to give it the Zangief. Let's be honest, when Gene Simmons is the best actor in your movie, you know it's not going to be a good movie. But the way he played the character and some of the situations in the movie are just so odd and strange that they're captivating. Now, if you can find pleasure from watching bad movies, then you should check out Never Too Young to Die. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it and subscribe to my channel for new action movie reviews posted every week. Also, if you have any recommendations for movies you would like me to review in the future, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you and have a nice day. Stargrove. Something, 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 Stargrove.